Hello, everybody. Now, we are in a lot of, whether it be gaming or any field, we're hit with a lot of surveys that come out. Sometimes you gotta look at who sponsors the survey to say, oh, well, it's obvious these guys are sponsoring this. That's why this survey goes this way. Well, in this case, we got a survey taken by the Entertainment Software Association. Basically, it's about video games, and basically, one of the findings was that uh, percentage of Americans who play video games is now at 59%. Listen, when I was growing up in the 80s, uh, video games were considered a fad. Only kids were into it. A lot of adults didn't understand it. A lot of adults thought, this is the thing that the kids will, they'll lose interest in it. It'll go away. And the adults' opinion of it was, most adults, not all adults, was very low on gaming, right? But today, when you go out and about, especially if you have kids or you're around a lot of families, gaming is widely accepted, if not encouraged. That there's a lot of kids in my son's class that have 3DSs. That is the system for them right now. The 3DS. They have 3DSs. They're playing the Animal Crossing. They're playing, you know, Minecraft isn't on the 3DS, but Minecraft is a game they're playing that is accepted more than not liked. And like as a parent of a kid who plays video games, the biggest concern is limiting how much they do the video gaming to make sure it doesn't affect other stuff. Because like anything, if it gets out of control, it gets out of control. But uh, again, the surveys for a long time video games have shown an upward trend with people who play video games. And not only is it widely accepted as a form of entertainment, it's obviously a form of entertainment that draws a lot of times more money than the movie industry and music and everything else. That is an entertainment industry that's become dominant because it offers an experience that no other form of entertainment can offer, while easily fitting a form of other forms of entertainment into it, like a movie video game, like a comic book video game, or anything like that. Any popular cultural thing in any other entertainment field can be brought into the video game field in its own unique interactive way. Now, both the numbers in gamers increasing in their age increasing. With the rise of mobile gaming, still 68% of recipients to EA survey said they play games on consoles, compared to 54% who said they play them on smartphones. Now listen, these markets are a lot the same. I myself, I play games on my console, I play games on my laptop, I play games on the iPad, I play games on my iPhone. As a gamer, I game on every platform. I kind of thought I was always so that people say, I only game on this platform and nothing else. It's great to have choice, but as a gamer, I like to try different experiences. And even though the statistics show 68 to 54, clearly these two are merging into each other, that a lot of gamers who play consoles probably also play on a smartphone. And this is the last figure ever stood. At 22% 2012, showing enormous growth for the mobile platform even as consoles remain well ahead. Listen, everybody has a cell phone these days. Cell phones, mobile devices are no longer just cell phone. Your mobile device has basically become your, obviously, your device to use phone calls, your device for gaming, your device for organization, your device for social. This phone has become all in one thing for a lot of people's lives. The phone has become a major thing in everybody's life and their social and everything today. So it only stands that would grow immensely big, considering how more powerful every year they get. Every year cell phones pretty much double what they could do the year before, power-wise, so it's no surprise. Other questions asked on the survey, for example, whether parents view video games to be a positive part of their child's life, and a majority, 56%, said yes, though some could view the figure as low given the nature of the question. Now that is kind of a blanket statement. Do you consider video games positive? And it all depends on what a person determines positive is, right? I mean, you know, the average gamer still stands at 31 years old, and the average length of a current gamer's career is 14 years old. So, this is, now I can see this because I do think, especially when you're, like, you get into gaming when you're a kid, you get into gaming when you're a teenager, but then around the time maybe you hit college or maybe you go into like the real adult world, a lot of people probably lost interest in video games. I know that I didn't lose interest, but I mean that's the point in life where other things took priority over gaming, and gaming had to be put to the side, right? There's always a point in our lives where every person who's been a gamer has had to put gamer on the back burner or hadn't played for a while. So it's not a surprise that 14 years would kind of be the average. Now, the funny thing with the surveys, they don't talk about how many people have come back to gaming later on in life who were, or have come back to gaming who are away from gaming. And I think as a child side of being positive, it is a positive for dexterity. It is a positive, there are a lot of positive games out there for kids to play. Again, it's your choice of what you give them. That's, I think, the biggest thing. Like, a lot of people I know, their kids are playing Animal Crossing because, you know what? They can trust that game. Minecraft, they can trust that game. So, it is interesting to see, how I think that tide of positivity is only going to continue despite all the negative press when it comes to video gaming that's put out there. When they talk about the violence, they talk about the other stuff. That is all dependent on how a person's wired and how a person is. If you're a person who comes tonight and say, I'm going to throw Grand Theft Auto 5 and your feet up and you're just playing and you do that, and of course some people say, oh my gosh, that game's so violent. But if you're just relaxing and playing that game and having a good time with friends over, that's cool. They always like to, a lot of these issues with video games, they like to kind of toward them where, oh my gosh, this kid got to hold this game and this kid did this. Well, they never talk about how that is the exception to the rule. So what do you think about this survey showing that gaming is on a rise from a percentage of Americans? Though I know there's another survey count that said there are more Chinese gamers than American gamers right now, which I don't care to play country after country. To me, the more gamers, the better kind of thing. I think it's silly to say, well, China, okay, I get it. China banned consoles for 14 years, and they got strict rules about no violence and no this and no that. But in the end, gaming offers an original form of entertainment that nothing else does. And I think this is only going to continue. And by the way, it is a very positive thing that gaming does, because then gaming puts pressure on other entertainment industries to not sit on their laurels and to do changes to make you want to come back and watch it. So, what do you think about this survey? What do you think about the results? Anyway, like always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.